name's David and this is Wendy. We're travelling from London back to Melbourne in our Volkswagen Emerald.
London back to Melbourne.
London back to Melbourne, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
we actually come from Melbourne and the car comes from Melbourne, but we put it on a boat in a container to London first so that we're travelling home. We don't want to be travelling away from home. It's always much nicer to think you're travelling home.
I'm traveling from home to home and you are traveling back to your home.
That's right.
Cool, that's good. Cool,
right.
cool.
Should we look at the map?
Always it's right.
Yeah, let's look at the
So
map.
I can show you the way that we're going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, where do I point first? Here.
So we
London.
started off in London
Started off
and
in
went
London.
off to the Netherlands
Yeah.
and then up through Germany and Denmark, of course, into Norway.
1 month in Norway.
1 month in Norway and then down through Sweden and into Poland. We actually went right across to Warsaw,
Yes.
back through Poznan into Germany. Down and across the Swiss Alps, we did a little sojourn into Austria first. It's quite nice.
We met up with some friends there.
Some friends.
Connected with some beautiful friends.
Then down through into Italy and then up to the Dolomite Mountains up here in the north of Italy. It's very nice. And then from the north of Italy into Slovenia, Croatia, Bosnia-Herzegovina.
Where we visited our nephew who was living there at the time
Yeah.
in Sarajevo.
And Montenegro, and then Albania,
Albania.
and after Albania into Greece. And then we didn't spend much time in Greece. Greece is a lovely place, but we didn't have much spare time, so we went very fast through Greece and then into Istanbul in Turkey. And we, excuse the trucks going past. Then we spent a lot of time in Turkey. We love that. It's sort of very ancient ruins there. The old Persian and Roman Empire has left a lot of old evidence behind in Turkey. It was great to see that. And up past the Euphrates. we spent-
Cappadocia as
up to
well.
Cappadocia.
Did you guys do the hot air balloon over there?
Well, we filmed other people doing it, which is almost the same.
No, we
But it's
did not
cheaper.
do the hot air ballooning, but where we stayed in our campsite, the balloons were flying really close overhead.
Yeah.
So we got to experience seeing lots of balloons in the air.
Yeah.
Magical.
And it was quite hot. It was plus 45 degrees when we were coming through this area.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we were very happy to get up north a bit further and up into Georgia. And we spent a lot of time in Georgia. It's probably one of our favourite countries we've been to. Wonderful mountains and great trekking to be done up there.
Beautiful country.
And then we didn't go this way because unfortunately the Russian government doesn't like us very much and they wouldn't give us a transit visa unless we waited for 3 weeks, and we got it down on our knees and begged it to them. So we decided against that and we came through Azerbaijan and we took a ferry across the Caspian instead. The Ustia Plateau here is magnificent.
Oh,
Anyone
incredible.
get a chance to go there?
Yes.
It's wonderful. Then we came down this horrible road through Uzbekistan down to the beautiful end of Uzbekistan. Samarkand and Tashkent. Beautiful areas down there.
And Bukhara.
And Bukhara.
Bukhara was the
Yeah.
highlight.
Bukhara is it's not marked here, but it's about there.
A lot of remnants of the caravanserai in Bukhara.
Yeah, because this is the direction of the
Silk Road.
Silk Road.
Yeah.
There's also the Southern Silk Road in the summertime, in the wintertime. And then we came into Tajikistan and we followed the Pamir Highway along the border with Afghanistan here. And then up across the famous border into Kyrgyzstan. And Kyrgyzstan is beautiful. Some great lakes up here, Songkul Lake and Lake Izikul here.
Yes.
Down to Tashrabat, beautiful old buildings from 1,000 years back. Then we came into China through Kashgar and into the top of Pakistan. followed the Karakoram Highway all the way down to Islamabad.
So
Where-
through the Hunza and the Nubra valleys.
The Hunza and Nubra valleys are
with the
fantastic.
Passu cones.
We went to see cricket there, which was very good. We went to see Pakistan beat England in an international test in Islamabad. Well, actually in Rawalpindi.
Yeah, Rawalpindi.
Then we came across the famous Wagah border,
Yes.
which unfortunately is closed right at the moment.
Yeah.
But we got to
we were lucky.
experience all the amazing energy of the changing of the guard.
Which is great. And then we headed north up to Kashmir and Srinagar, across through the very north of Indian-controlled Kashmir over to Ladakh
Ladakh
Right.
and
and to Lake Pangong, of course.
Yeah, Pangong Lake, yeah.
We had to go there because we saw the Three Idiots, so we had to go there to do the selfie. Over some very high passes, which was very nice. And then we came down through Manali, and then headed south into
Rajasthan.
the bustle of Jaipur,
Yeah, beautiful.
all the way down
Palaces.
south. In the middle here, there's some great historical stuff going on.
Yeah.
Well, there is all throughout India, of
Maharashtra
course,
is
but
Very lot, yeah.
the caves,
Alora
call-
and the Ajanta
Ajanta
Caves.
Ellora.
the Ellora and the Ajanta
Incredible
Caves, which
history.
are just about here.
Yeah.
We spent quite some time looking there, and then we headed south through Mysore. Of course, went to the palace and Kochi.
Hampi.
Hampi was amazing too.
Yeah, right,
Yes.
of course.
And then we cut across and visited many of these places in the south, up to Chennai. From Chennai, we actually took a flight into Sri Lanka, did a loop in Sri Lanka for 1 month,
Yeah.
and then back to Chennai. And then we realised we had very little time, so
We had a
could.
friend's wedding.
Yeah,
in
we
Chennai.
had a wedding in Chennai, but we had very little time left, so we had to do this part quite fast.
Yes.
But at least we got to Lucknow to see LSG, unfortunately, lose their cricket match because Russia got out on the second ball, which was a bit unfortunate. And then we come in through the far western border of Nepal at the
Sanoli border.
Ambassa.
Bambasa border.
Okay.
And we spend 1.5 months, nearly 2 months he's gone down the wrong side, in Nepal visiting Wadia
National
Park, Kaptad National Park, Dorbatan, Handam Reserve, in Pokhara. We did some time on Manaslu circuit, and then we came across and met these wonderful people we're with now, and headed into China. The plan from there is spending a lot of time, I think, in Thailand and Cambodia
Okay.
before heading south through Malaysia. And plan A was to go through Indonesia
And
into
then go back to
Australia.
Australia.
But instead of that, we now have modification. We will go on the boat,
From Kuala Lumpur to
from
Africa, okay.
Auckland.
to Mombasa,
Okay.
and then we'll go Maasai.
So you have decided not to go home.
Yeah, we
As
go.
a- as
We're
you-
going home, but
A little later,
via a
after a
different,
detour.
Yeah,
via a
yeah,
different
that's
way.
right.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
just have this little separate bit. So we go, Kenya and Maasai and Serengeti, down through Tanzania and Malawi. Lake Malawi is beautiful down here. Through Zambia, a little bit of Zimbabwe. Victoria Falls, obviously, is very nice.
Yeah.
A lot of Botswana, and there is great wildlife in
Yeah.
Botswana. So we hope to see many of the African
And go
animals.
through the Namib Desert as well.
Then Namibia
Yes.
Desert and down the coast and all the big sand dunes and all of this. And then down into South Africa to Cape Town. Then we put on a ferry from Cape Town and we go
All the way back.
all the way back
All
to
the way
Melbourne.
back.
Wow. Good. How long have you been on the road now?
So far, a bit over 14 months.
14 months.
Not long enough.
Yeah. So how many more months are you planning to be?
It will be another
7
8, I think.
7-8 months
Yeah.
months. We must be back in January.
in January.
Yeah.
By the summers,
We fly back actually to be with family for Christmas.
Christmas.
So yeah, but the car won't arrive back until
Middle of January.
January or February, depending on the shipping.
Yeah.
So you have everything required for you to survive on the road, right?
Yes, we do.
If you can just briefly, broad points, tell what all you have.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so in the back we have food,
Oh wow,
food and cooking.
that's an entire kitchen.
Entire kitchen.
First
We've
aid
got
kit.
every oil: coconut oil, sunflower oil, fish sauce, olive oil, apple cider vinegar, everything for cooking. Because we
Oh,
like-
these drawers are quite long.
yeah. And we have
Your refrigerator.
fridge freezer, which is empty right now.
Okay, you need
But
to put
we
it
have
up.
freezer.
Stock it up, yeah.
Показывает, да, нифига, у тебя холодильник какой здоровый, биг.
Photobombing.
Даже можно реально человека по частям разрезать и возить, блин. Ну вот это австралийцы дают.
This is quite interesting. This trolley.
Yeah, it means we can hide it up the top.
Yeah.
And this is our kitchen unit. We can take this out and put
Yeah,
up.
yeah, correct. And you have all the air pressure management, water management.
We have two big lithium batteries under here, which
Yeah.
charge up by solar.
Yeah, right.
So all of our cooking is with
A little bit of water around the back here.
Yeah,
all our cooking is with induction.
right.
And here we have 110 liters
Water tank.
of water tanks.
Right.
And on the roof, of course, we have
The solar panels.
solar panel on top of the rooftop tent. That's sleeping. For poles. We have awning.
Awning.
Awning comes all the way around the
It's a
car.
360-degree awning.
270.
370. Oh wow, wow, that's good.
Yeah!
Whoa, wow.
Right, right.
You're straight upright now.
Она купила. Есть. Вот это.
Cool.
And of course we have the recovery stuff
Recovery
because we
stuff,
don't want
yeah.
to get caught. And we have a winch down here as well.
And you have another truck as well with you over here.
This is our Unimog. I always want a Unimog.
Yeah.
So this is our Unimog. That's as much as I can afford.
Yeah, absolutely.
Real
Yeah.
Unimog is $200,000.
Yeah, yeah. But are Unimogs available in Australia?
Yeah.
Oh, they are. Okay.
Yeah, you can go. And so we have the drawers in the back for. This is the drawers for clothing.
All the clothing. Yeah.
And tools. We have all electrical stuff in the back. We have lots of oil and tools and all kinds of things, and induction cooker.
Все открывается, есть
Да.
индукционная плита через инвертор. Короче, одежду. Правильно, мужики, оборудовать.
No, so the drawers are, of course I buy the drawers, but I put them in. You can buy them particularly for this car. That's inverter for AC.
Oh, okay.
Because we have two big lithium, I should turn it off. We have two big lithium batteries. This is the percentage.
The charging?
This is the percentage of the batteries, so it's full. On the roof is a solar panel.
Okay. Oh, you have some.
Yes, stand up here. Yep. So we get all the electricity that we need from solar. So we can. So these are the two water tanks here.
Okay.
55. Hidden behind here I have a pump. It has pump and mechanical filter and UV filter. It's American. It's military design originally. It's very expensive. It's like 1,500 euros. But if the river was the other side of these cars, I can pump the water from a dirty river straight into a water tank and you go through.
Did you do it this trip?
Yeah, all the time.
All the
Yeah,
time?
this is all of our water comes that way. We have no plastic bottles.
Okay.
Like all
Yeah,
of
I
this.
remember why I asked because, for example, hotels like this, you couldn't like ask that many water to like.
No.
For, yeah,
No. We pump from the river, but we wanted to empty the tanks. So at the moment they're empty for the first time ever. They're empty, but
Why
yeah.
did you hotel empty quickly?
Because we were driving up very high, very steep up to a place called Dorpaton.
Okay.
So I emptied the tanks out, and we've not filled them back up again. But yeah, really, we take like first we have like that tank. This is
This is
my
spare for the.
this is my spare
Water
this is-
filter.
This is just for sediment filter.
First sediment filter.
So
yeah,
this
yeah.
goes in the river, and then pumps through.
Oh, okay.
The pump then pumps through another 1 micron filter, then UV filter,